Welcome to Edinburgh, where Hearts' home record is every bit as solid as the old Castle Rock. They have a 100% home record this season. Today they face their biggest test since returning to the Premiership. Aberdeen are clear at the top and have won all their games. Beating the champions made this the club's best ever start to a season.
The challengers and the champions. Now is the time for Aberdeen to deliver. Was he held back by Considine? He was! It's a penalty! Griffiths scores! Penalty! Adam Rooney! Aberdeen are level against... Johnny Hayes is sent off and Aberdeen are down to 10 men. Quinn! Now they are believing! Griffiths! It's off the line! Aberdeen have won! And the challengers really are challenging the champions.
A big game at Tiny for the Ladbrokes Premiership leaders. It's exclusively live on Sky Sports 5 and available on mobiles with Sky Go. The Dons are 5 points clear at the top. Aberdeen have lost their last two games, but Hearts have lost their last two games, but are still just 1 point behind Celtic. The champions kick off against Dundee in Glasgow later. Well, Aberdeen have had a perfect start to the season. Aberdeen and Hearts have had a stunning year. That's why Tynecastle sold out weeks ago. Neil McCann joins me here. Neil, what have we learnt about the validity of Aberdeen's title challenge this past week?
Well, I think we've learned that it's a serious one. I think we've learned that they're better equipped than they were last year. Two crucial additions to the squad and indeed to the team Derek has made his two captains, Shinnie and Quinn. Both outstanding performers for their respective clubs last season, come to Aberdeen, strengthened, and I think they were big players for Aberdeen in that defeat of Celtic last week. And
they've only conceded 2 goals, this new look Aberdeen defence. Yep. How big an examination will this be for Hearts on the other hand?
Well, it'll be an examination of Hearts in terms of where they are. A lot of people are suggesting that because they've played the teams down towards the other end of the table, that that's been okay and the points have come easily. They've not, in my opinion. But Robbie has said himself that this is a huge week of football for Hearts, and this will tell him where this Hearts squad are in terms of their strength within the league and their capabilities of doing something special in the league. So they've got Celtic coming up next week in between at the back of a cup game. But this game against Aberdeen is one where I think Robbie's looking at it and think we can get something from the game, and then indeed that would mean if they're winning that game, they're clawing back 3 points on Aberdeen.
And there is shock team news for Aberdeen. Top goal scorer Adam Rooney is on the bench. David Guwilli starts. Does that alter the way and does it lessen the threat posed by the Dons?
Well, without doubt for me it lessens the threat, and David Guwilli is a good player. I like him, he's powerful. Derek has suggested that possibly he's coming into the side for different reasons, but when you lose Adam Rooney, you lose a big part of the robustness of that side, strength up top. Guwilli offers a different type of a threat. Now Derek's just I'm not a lip reader or a hand signal reader by any stretch of imagination, but he'll go in behind more than Adam Rooney. I think he's sharper possibly than Adam Rooney, maybe quicker as well. So Aberdeen play with a real fluidity about the front four, and they know each other inside out. And I know Rooney and Guwilli have chopped and changed a little bit. They've had a little bit of a rotation going on within the Aberdeen starting 11. But Guwilli is not a goal scorer for me like Adam Rooney is, and therefore they are a definitely weakened side in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, Johnny Hayes is suspended, of course. Peter Pollock comes in, fans' favourite, but it's his first league start of the season. Is he an adequate replacement, or does he change the way that Aberdeen play? Oh,
he's an adequate replacement. I really like Peter Pollock. I love the way he carries the ball. He commits people, and when you're playing with that front four, as I said, David, and Peter Pollock knows that position inside out, whether it be in the wing, whether it be off the striker. Indeed, you'll see him going through the middle at times. He knows how that four work, but he's a talent, and if you're going to lose someone so important to the side like Johnny Hayes and the impact that Johnny Hayes had made to Aberdeen this season and last season, then to throw someone in you don't want to just throw in someone you think, I'm not sure if he can do what we've been doing, because you don't want to upset the side. Peter Pollitt is a ready-made replacement in terms of an attacking threat, but he'll have to work that way as well today, because as Robbie will say today, I think they're going to have a real go. Yeah,
do you expect Hearts to have a go? Because they now have the weaponry, don't they?
Well, I do, and losing 2 on the bounce on the road will be disappointing, considering they've been so solid coming into the Premier League. And there's a lot of belief in the Hearts fans, as there is with the Aberdeen fans. But I think Robbie wants to get back on good tracks again. Playing at Tynecastle, I loved it as a player. I don't think there's many better places to play your football when it's full. It is today, and I think Robbie Neilson will come out aggressive and trying to get his side to get another 3 points back on track.
And how important will Juanma be for that? Top goal scorer in the league for Hearts with 4.
Well, he is huge. He's a battering ram. He's one of these big, mean and moody foreigners that sometimes come into our country. But he's a goal scorer. And at times you don't see him getting too involved with the build-up. He's not going to run people ragged up top like Good Willie will do today for Aberdeen. But he's a goal threat, he's powerful. He's a target man because he's good in the air, he's got a physical presence, he can bring the ball down and link the game. But the most important thing you want for someone who's playing in the number 9 position is a goal scorer. I just wonder where Robbie's got a habit of sometimes looking at the opposition and coming up with something different and changing things. Just wonder maybe, will we try something different today? I don't know.
OK, should be interesting. Well, let's hear now from 2 high-performing young managers. Robbie Neilson has won a massive 76% of his 50 games in charge. Most were in the Championship. But it's the highest win rate of any Hearts boss at the half-century mark. Now, Derek McInnes has won 58% of his games with Aberdeen. Of the managers to have hit the 50-game mark in charge at the Dons, only Sir Alex Ferguson, with a 59% win rate, can top that.
Robbie, it was a good run at the beginning of the season. How do you get back to that sort of form and results?
We just need to continue working hard, try to do the right things, and hopefully the form can come back. A wee bit of rubber green in a couple of games, we could have get something out of it, but it's a huge game to come back into and win that the players have been looking forward to all week.
Derek, 4 changes today. Adam Rooney's on the bench. Tell us why.
Well, obviously, him and David Goodwillie have played enough games between them this season, and 1 or 2 together, but we just feel as though the type of game is well for David Goodwillie. I think he'll be a good option for us. He's shown that in the past. Also, Adam had to take into consideration his wife's just had a baby, and he only just managed to get back to training with us yesterday. He looked a bit washed out, to be truth, and so we'll try to be fair to him and the team.
We went with 3 up front. You know, I think we're at Tynecastle, we've got a huge crowd behind us, important we're going to try and win the game, and that's what we're going to try and do.
We anticipate a tough match, but we also anticipate us being good enough to show both sides of our game and try and be good enough on the ball to go and cause them problems.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well, the Aberdeen fans are down here in massive numbers. They sold their tickets in a couple of hours for this one. Can they make it 8 wins out of 8 in the Scottish Premiership? Incredibly, they've beaten Hearts just once in their last 14 meetings. But a cracker this one should be this afternoon.